Before LTT, there were many other organizations, EPRLF, EPDP. So there were a lot of all these groups in the north, in Jaffna Peninsula particular. And they all depended on the smuggling or the connectivity with Tamil Nadu, the state of Tamil Nadu in the southern India. So the guys who did all these things were smugglers. And the famous smuggler at that time was famous Kuttamani. So these were, in those societies, they were venerated figures. And they were flamboyant guys. It's like that they will go in the evening across the Pork Strait to see the latest movie, MGR movie, MG Ramachandran's movie in one of the Indian towns, and come back for late lunch again to Velvetiture. And so these guys were looked upon in the society. So when this developed, the politicians saw a way of exploiting that for their advantage. So people like Amrita Lingam, they started fostering these things because they saw a different angle from these guys. So they started telling them the boys. And they used the boys for their own political purposes, for their political survival. And in turn, the boys also learned how to exploit the politicians. And they also thrive on that. So ultimately, by subsidizing all the other groups, the LTT was the winner. So the LTT start dominating. Then when that happens, all of a sudden the Tamil politician became a subordinate to the LTT organization. They will be doing what the organization will be telling them to do. So the smuggling culture, the violence, the robberies, so a series of bank robberies in early 80s. So these all are kind of indicators of something different is happening. And on that line, there are two different guys. One on the operators on the land, whether it is EPRL, EPDP, or whether it is other groups. So they were on the land, and some there were guys out operating on the sea. But when you look at the guys who were operating, they were feeding all the groups, not only one, because they knew the sea. They knew how to navigate even in the darkest of nights without any GPS, and GPS was not there at that time. So looking at stars, they will be, so they had the born talent of doing, and they had the know-how of how to modifying the boats, because it is that culture is there in any fishing community, anywhere in the world. A fishing community will know how to modify the boats, and they thrive on those things. So it's the evolving nature of all these factors that led to the ultimate manifesting of LTT becoming the most dominant force and start transition from a terrorist organization to near conventional capabilities. And earlier, these separatist the terrorist elements, all these guys are very educated guys.
Okay.
One good example is that book on the Tigress, the Tamil Tigress book. The translation is Koti Diyanikike Papocharan. So they demonstrate that, you see, the women, the girls who were joining LTT during I'm talking about 87, 88, that time to the LTT were highly educated than the boys.
Okay.
But later on, with the manpower shortages thing, that was not the case. So it all matters in making that organization thrive. So with that, they developed their global network of how supplying things. So when 9/11 happens, by that time the US intelligence knew about how spread out the LTT, the logistic network is. And the European intelligence agencies knew about it. So because they have a continuous dialogue with us.
Okay.
And 9/11 prompted them to take this decision because they saw how even this LTT logistic network can serve any global terrorist network with weapons and ammunition or whatever it is.
Okay.
So they knew that it is going to get out of control. if you don't do anything about it. Because this global supply network, these are interconnected affairs with other criminal agencies. For